This is a 1937 Zenith S152 6-tube multi-band radio that I've restored the cabinet. A friend from work had this radio sitting in his garage for many years, and he just ended up giving it to me, and I recovered or replaced the finish on it and put some new grill cloth in there and refinished it. And I found this old advertisement on the internet and made a picture of it. It was called the Zenith Black Magic, and this particular radio is this one up here in the corner, S152. Sold for a whopping $74.96 back in the day. And this, of course, was 1937, and that was their line of radios. This was the flagship radio in the day. This particular one, I was able to find a replacement because all this was damaged and just useless. So I managed to find the actual radio and the dial and everything on eBay. And as you can see, this has 3 bands: A band, B band, and C band. And this is the normal, what we would call AM radio. Went from 55 kilohertz up to 170. Of course, they called that kilocycles back in the day. And the B band goes from 1.8 megahertz up to 6. And of course, they called that megacycles in the day. And this would be police bands and aircraft and I guess hobby band, amateur band. And then the C band goes from I guess it goes from 5.6 up to 19 megahertz. And this would be your international band, foreign broadcast. And of course, Mike worked his magic by making this seem like it really is a real radio, similar to what we did with his little radio that he had shown you. Let's turn this on. You see the sound effects, the fake AC hum. And then we can And one of the features that they offered back in the day was this, what they called a magic eye. It's hard to see it, but there's a little blip, and when you tune the station, it moves that little blip into the center, that little bullseye. It helps you tune it. And Mike figured out a way to make that move. As I say, it's kind of hard to see that, but that was a really cool idea. Let's go to another band. Let's go to the B band. So now we're in this B band, and we found a number of recordings that seemed appropriate for the various bands. So this is like a police broadcast or something. Let's try out the C band. So now we're on this top band. So we're right here around 11 megahertz. Let's see if we can tune something in. Foreign broadcast. So this is the back of the radio, and as you can see, the tubes are all lit up, making it look like this radio actually is working. But in reality, see, I can put my fingers down in here, which if this was a real radio functioning, then I would probably be sitting across the room by now. But it's all fake. And what we did was I drilled holes in the bottom of these tubes so Mike could run an LED up inside there of the appropriate color and make it look like the tube was actually working. And we went so far as to even found this old cloth wound power cable, which, as you can see, plugs in right there, those old-fashioned plug. This speaker is the original Zenith speaker, and this black cone back here that you see is actually some roofing material that I found to make it look like the speaker was actually intact, which originally was just completely gone. The speaker doesn't work, and what we did is put a small speaker and mounted it inside here and wired it up to make it look like the speaker actually works. So there you have it, 1937 Zenith.